Hello world, welcome to my workshop. I'm Doug, welcome. Finally got my second extra long microphone. These things are so cheaply made, they don't last. There's really no fixing them either. But I thought I'd do a shop tour. A little shop tour. This is a very well equipped little shop. Start right here with the old Snap-on parts washer. This thing's really nice for cleaning things up. It's a little messy. The old keg of grease with the pneumatic oiler, greaser. The cherry picker. A lot of stuff we work on here is extremely heavy. We just kind of use that to move things around the shop that are too heavy. And these are things that are currently being addressed. Even these carts, somebody had caught a cart with the forklift and bent it up. So they were up here getting straightened out. Tool carts. Normally if we get a call, the other machinists will have their tools on these carts and will wheel the cart across the building. You gotta jump on an elevator with it. I just been using a backpack, and I'll do a video about my little backpack. But the other guys use carts. They don't want to carry a backpack. The old welding area. A lot of extension cords. These are all 220 extension cords. Oxyacetylene, a MIG welder, my little welding station. Big old antique arc welder that probably welded the Brooklyn Bridge. A lovely rod dryer. Keep your welding rods dry. Nice little homemade storehouse of flap discs and grinding wheels and such. There's just stuff everywhere. It's not a big shop, so a lot of it's crammed in here. I really like this thing. Massively powerful belt sander. It comes in handy for a million things. Big old grinding wheel. This is an antique. This is a very old piece of equipment. Our mid-size drill press for doing smaller stuff. This is the one that I actually got hurt on. Thank you very much. We do have an incredible amount of drill bits and organizers. These are our standards. The metric are in the other room. I don't know why they do it like that. But we do have a crap load of drill bits. It's really nice for working on stuff. And we have the same thing in metric in the other room. It's beautiful. A lot of belts and sandpaper and stuff. We gotta kind of hide it so everybody in the whole plant isn't up here grabbing on sandpaper and all that. This is a special grinder, angled for very specific stuff like drill bits and such. Doesn't get used very often. Heck of a stand it's on. Steel I-beam. Terrible video, I'm sorry. So what else? It's pretty cool little anvil and stuff. Not that we're ever gonna use that. But I have actually, we do have to pound and reshape parts that get bent. This is a very good bandsaw, except none of us here can cut a straight line with it to save our lives. I've even clamped down a fence. There's just no cutting a straight line with that bandsaw. I do not know why. I'm not a huge fan of it. The Bridgeport Mill. This machine here allows us to make almost anything we want out of a chunk of metal. We can just take a slab of metal and make whatever we need out of it. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. These are some of the accessories. Could use a straightening up. Our big old beast drill press. This thing is so beastly. Probably weighs about 2,000 pounds. So if you're drilling something that has a fairly big drill bit, mathematically speaking, you would need almost 200 pounds of downward force to get this size drill bit through a piece of metal. You really aren't going to get that kind of downward force with this little guy. So what you end up doing is starting small and keep increasing until you get the size that you want. Or you could just use this big bastard and get all the leverage you need. You can get, 400 pounds of downward force with this thing. Our metal cutoff saw, it doesn't get used all that much. This is really cool, and it doesn't get used, but I'm thinking about getting into a video about it. It's a Lisle drill bit sharpener. Extremely expensive, complex little machine device thingy. I don't know how to use it. I did just find the manual for it, and I'm gonna try and do a video about it because it is like the coolest thing. A Lisle drill bit sharpener. An actual machinist toolbox. I'm not gonna go through all that stuff. Everybody's got their own personal drawers and spaces, and these are not mine. This is mine over here. We'll get to that in a sec, I guess. The old portable bandsaw. Normally this would be standing upright, and it's happened to me before where you'll be using it and it'll shoot up and the whole thing will flip over. And that's what happened to somebody else, and it took a beating. So I believe it's going to need repair work. I'm not even sure yet. Our metal stock. These are all of our pieces of metal for machining and such, or our stock of supply metal. An arbor press for popping bearings in and out very quick and easy. Use that thing for quick change bearing knockouts. We have all the little different size pushers and such, backers and pushers. A big old 20-ton press. This is like a homemade metal bender. Bend metal with it. Ted made that. Some more stock metal. Grease guns. Foot shear comes in handy. I like using that thing. It doesn't cut super thick stuff, but I'll keep it over here. Sorry, I'm spinning in all over the place. And one thing about this shop is it's been around forever, and a lot of the stuff is extremely old, which makes it, that much cooler. I like new stuff, nice and clean, but this old stuff is cool. It's gonna last forever. This is another room. Let me throw the light on. Light switch over here. Some of our bigger stuff is in here. I have slowly been trying to organize it. It's not that easy, really, but we have a lot of pullers and bearing separators up here. 2 and 3 jaw pullers. This is a blind bearing puller set, a very expensive set for pulling bearings out of blind holes. I'll do a video about it. It's really, really cool for certain things. So we have, this is all standard. Metric is somewhere else. but this is all of our standard stuff. And I am trying to go through a lot of this and organize it, straighten it out. It was just a huge mess. You should have saw it when I first started. But there's a lot of stuff we don't really use. Spanner wrenches, really old stuff. You know, a lot of this stuff we're not going to ever use again. This stuff we do use. Old soldering guns. Look how old these are. I mean, it's like a little time capsule. Some really interesting stuff. It is a very well equipped shop. Some of our bigger stuff that we would keep locked up, keep people's grubby hands off of it. Punch sets and letter and number sets. And drills and taps, punches, some bigger tooling. Everything in here is all good stuff. It's all Snap-on and such. I love these old school antique Snap-on. There's a lot of really cool stuff. I don't want to go through it all. It's so dirty in there. I don't go in here too often. Cornwell. These are supposed to be Snap-ons. Just got a power pack attachments. What is a power pack? That big thing. When I first started here, this table had a mountain of garbage on it. You couldn't even see the workbench. It took me a while. I got it all clean. I really like it. I like working here. My little work area. The metric cart. I don't know. I don't go through everything on here, but this is all of our metric stuff. I've been just organizing it a little bit, trying to put the Doug Loving touch on it. It was all just like thrown in here in the worst way. It's all Proto, Snap-on, Williams. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. And these are very expensive on their own. Our big lathe, the South Bend. This is a big sucker. This is our little closing lathe. Another workbench that's currently being hogged up by some stuff I was working on. This is a really cool cabinet with the tooling for the lathes and our precision measuring devices and such. A lot of really neat stuff in there. I'll have to do a whole video about that someday. My area, this whole area is mine. I needed more than one toolbox. I don't know how happy they are about that, but all my Milwaukee stuff, the 3/8 stubby impact gun, polisher, a lot of this stuff. If you've seen any of my other videos, you've probably seen a lot of this stuff already. Proto, SK, Wright, ratchets and extensions and such. The old work ratchet drawer, my Precision Instruments, some more Milwaukee stuff, the ratchets, and my personal stuff. Laptop, wrenches. It's a little messy, This is my area. Danger. Proto screwdriver set. Tons of Protos and Knipex. My Milwaukee socket sets. 1/4 inch, 3/8, 1/2 inch. And just my shop stuff. I don't see the sense in going through everything. Or, God, it's already 15 minutes. My word. So yeah, that's pretty much a little quick 10-cent tour of the shop. Not the best. Kind of still waking up and getting some coffee down my throat. I'm sorry about the shitty video. But yeah, this is a shop's shop in my eyes. I don't know. I love working here. I can't get enough of it. It's easy to do 130 hours a week when you really don't mind your job. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Thanks again. Bye-bye.